2024 headlines most affecting Chilliwack over the past year. The passing of Dan Coulter. A political changing of the guard with new MLAs. A major change at Chilliwack School Board. And the top story for the sports? Well, the Jets are flying high. Alex will have more coming up in just a few minutes' time. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. Now, our top four stories of 2024 are intertwined. Tributes continue to pour in after the passing of former Chilliwack MLA and school board chair Dan Coulter. Back on December the 6th, he suffered a major cardiac episode. Coulter was only 49. A private invite-only celebration of life has been held. A public ceremony is scheduled for sometime in January. The irony is that Coulter was coming off losing the provincial election where former school trustee Heather Maas, running as a Conservative, won this new riding of Chilliwack North. Coulter was with the NDP. Now in the new riding of Chilliwack-Cultus Lake, Aaliyah Warbus defeated NDP incumbent Kelly Madden to become the new MLA there. Now, while Heather Maas did not make an immediate decision to keep both jobs as a new MLA and a current school trustee, she did eventually step away from the school board, this after a 14-year run. She stated she could do more for the community on the provincial stage rather than the local stage. And as of press time, Katie Bartel and Lori Thronis are the only two declared candidates for the vacant position of Chilliwack School Board trustee. Now, there were rumors of other possible candidates, but no one else has stepped forward. Ironically, both candidates have not made any mention of the controversial provincial anti-bullying campaign called SOGI 123. That's been a hotbed issue since 2017. The Chilliwack School Board by-election is set for Saturday, March the 1st. Funding for social housing projects hit a major snag for 2024 as BC Housing informed Chilliwack City Council that the contractor involved with the Trethewey project went bankrupt. So obviously the March 2025 deadline for completion is not going to be met, and the city is looking for alternatives. The old Chillliwack United Church on Yale was demolished as the building itself was in disrepair. The site is slated for a housing project for the downtown core, but a completion date has not been issued. Homeless issues escalated in this past year as the camp at Island 22 was dismantled. This was from a court order via local First Nations that will be using the area for a construction staging area for the Enbridge gas pipeline. That'll be built and coming into and through Chilliwack. Now, many of the squatters headed for the Chilliwack River Valley. In a rather heated debate in City Council, councillors expressed frustration with the lack of funding from upper levels of government, stating that Chilliwack has basically maxed out in capacity, so they can only help so many people in need of housing. And speaking of funding, Ruth and Naomi say they don't have the money or the resources to provide emergency weather shelters for the coming winter. Now, they've lost the now demolished Chillliwack United Church, and they can only add another 10 beds to their existing shelter if the need arises. Executive Director Scott Gallardi is hopeful funding and a new resource can be found soon. Oh, remember the train whistles? Not a pleasant thing if you live near the tracks, especially in the dead of night. And for a few weeks over the past year, CN Rail instituted bringing the whistles back after yet another death along the tracks. Well, this caused a furor from local residents and came to the point where Chilliwack Mayor Ken Popoff asked the rail company to respect people's sleep and halted the practice. So CN, Transport Canada, and the city are now looking at improving security along the route. There are continued calls for a neonatal unit for Chilliwack General Hospital. There's a new petition that was started by a Chilliwack mom whose month-old son had to be transferred to BC Kids Hospital in Vancouver as a suitable unit was not available here. Now, there is one in Abbotsford, but that one is at capacity. Coming up, Alex will take a look at sports in 2024. That's coming up in a moment.
Hey Chilliwack, Happy New Year. Let's talk some sports. Alpine Canada announced on July 11th the 2024 Canadian Ski Racing Award winners. The awards recognize accomplishments and contributions made on and off the snow by members of Canada's ski racing community. Cultus Lake's Reese Howden was Male Ski Cross Athlete of the Year. The Chilliwack Chiefs have been on top or near the top of the Coastal Division of the BCHL so far this season. For his efforts, Chilliwack Chiefs head coach and general manager Brian Maloney has been named the bench boss for Team Coastal for next month's Top Prospects game in Salmon Arm. The Chilliwack Jets started their PJHL season with 19 wins in a row. That has garnered national attention. As well, they sit at top of the Harold Britton Conference at the holiday break. Sardis Secondary Junior Boys basketball team started the new season off with a bang with an 11-2 start. They have gained provincial attention, so the winter portion of the schedule will be watched very closely. While the Chilliwack Cougars gained most of the attention in local baseball and fastball, this year saw the debut of the Chilliwack Red Sox Baseball Academy. Organizers feel there's plenty of room for both programs in the community. And the Cops are curling. The BC Police Provincials will be at the Chilliwack Curling Club February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. We will have the organizers on ChillTV in the coming weeks. That's been your ChillTV Sports Update. Back to you, Don.
ChillTV weekend weather. Cari has the week off, celebrating New Year's. So what's the first weekend in 2025 going to look like? Well, like the last weekend in 2024. Damp. Not that cold, but damp. So thank you for watching over the past year. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching over the past year. Have a great weekend. Have a great 2025. Happy New Year to you. I'm Don Lehn.